Hello everyone, Curtis White here from the Cannondale cyclocrossworld.com team. We are in Kortrijk for the Urban Cross in the second round of the X20 Badkamers Trofee. Personally, I think this is one of the coolest and most unique cross courses that we race on all season long, with how it's integrated with the city landscape, crossing over two bridges, under bridges, hopping on and off streets and curbs. Really the only thing missing was the people. But it was very unique and something that I hope to see more of in cyclocross. So you see very quickly this is a very fast and technical track in that there are a lot of tight turns, some of them being slick, hopping from surface to surface, and massive surges in speed. So we just saw the start coming up over the bridge into a near 180 degree turn round a roundabout and right into the hole shot, which takes us down by the river. The course funnels down very quickly into our first bottleneck happening early. Here we have a corner to the left, slick corner to the right, and now this left coming up is a bit steeper than it looks, and it had nearly everyone outside the top 10 running on the first lap. So after either remounting quick or muscling your bike up that steep pitch, we have a short straightaway here to get back up to speed before hopping on this ramp to the right. Coming up right here, left, it's a steep pitch down. Be careful, the end of this ramp is a little bit slick, 180 degree turn. Now we have a stone lip here right before the sand section. Now it was about 50-50 whether riders were dismounting before the stone lip or bunny hopping and able to ride. Either way, everyone was on their feet before the first turn. No one was really riding through the entire sand. Everyone had to run it. Here we have the People's Champ, Wout van Aert, in full display for the cameras. Right before, everyone's remounting after the sand. And it's a max effort to get back up to speed and clipped in as quick as possible. Now, as you're getting back up to speed after the sand, make sure you keep your heads up for the sign in the middle of the course. Typically in races in Belgium or sometimes in Europe, it's pretty common to have trees in the middle of the course, and it's another obstacle you have to maneuver around. But because this is an urban cross, it's part of being a unique course, and we have street signs instead. Now we're coming into a couple slick corners here. In the men's race, the sun was setting right over the houses here, and it was right in our eyes through this section, so it made the approach a little precarious. But these turns are nothing challenging. This is really a section to kind of check the speed, slow everyone down. It's single file through here, and it's another hard acceleration after it. And I'll talk a couple more times about the accordion effect that this course has. Coming into these stairs, you'll notice a few racers off the side here studying which line is faster, running on the left or riding slowly on the right. If you're quick on your feet, the speed is about the same, but it's less of an acceleration if you're hopping on the right, which these accelerations add up over the course of the race, especially with the need to get back up to speed over this pedestrian bridge. The accordion gets bunched up before the stairs and is stretched out over this bridge. Now coming up is another pinch point that has a serious speed limit. The accordion will come back together as everyone has to slam on the brakes and have a really sharp turn right off this off-camber. Before this turn, I'll let Julian Simmons, rider for the AA Drink team, pass just to see how he's handling this section. And this is really a good example of why keeping good position in your group is a top priority through this race. You're coming in, slamming the brakes, dropping in, and you have to have composure through this off-camber, and it's really difficult to pedal. You're really pushing the bike off with only one foot clipped in. So after the off-camber, we're coming by pit 1. And there's really no need to pit all day. There's no mud on the bikes. The tires are clean. It's really if you're only having a serious mechanical issue or a flat tire, which later on we'll see in the race that there is a lot of flat tires with the changing surfaces, lips and curbs, things like that. So we have a few more slick corners coming through here. It's all about trying to keep the traction patch in your tires. Right, another right turn here, near 180 left. And we're approaching another obstacle that requires a lot of finesse and composure. Up over the path, left, and we have an off-camber that, again, is very difficult to pedal on, but you're able to pedal towards the end. And you don't want to let a gap open up between you and the rider in front because we're coming up to a massive power straight where, again, the accordion will get stretched out. And if you're not on the wheel, it's going to be a massive effort to get back to that wheel. This part of the course is one of the key parts in really making sure the group is sticking or you're losing the group, and that the elastic would just snap and you wouldn't hold on, or you're in the draft and you're able to hold on to the group and maintain your position. So as we see, canals right on the right, a couple houses on the left. We did see a few spectators cheering from the boats, which was really nice to see. So as we come to the end of this section, we're really approaching the last technical part of this course. Here it's a slick corner to the left, up a slight riser, bunny hop a small lip. Again, flat tires were a problem in the race. Watch out for that. There's a lot of quick transitions with this being urban cross. Now we come up this set of stairs, remount quick, 180 to the left, up a small riser. And there's just a couple slick corners through here, but again, it's very low speed, single file. It's all about finesse and composure. Now we got a little hop down this hill, left into a set of barriers. Now the Badkamers Trophy typically runs barriers a little shorter than regulation. My guess would be between 30 and 35 centimeters, as opposed to the Super Prestige Series or the World Cup that typically run full 40 centimeter barriers. With the approach being so slow, it's a little bit easier to hop these barriers. Now we have a series of 180 turns. It's really to slow the pace down, keep things single file, and it's a good opportunity to recover before the last big surge of the course. Here we have a small rock slab, hop, be careful on those. Again, mind the transitions. And drop right here off this rock slab, yet another quick transition. But from this point to the finish, it's really an all-out effort. If you're not on the wheel, the accordion is going to be stretched out. Now round this slick corner to the right, accelerate up this bank, and you're coming up back onto city streets. Now from here, we're about 45 seconds from the finish line, and it's really an all-out effort. You can't let the wheel go. Hop off the curb there, you're onto the pavement, onto the bike lane here, and we're going to be going left into a little alleyway. It's going to tighten up very quick. Make sure, mind your speed. Hop on the curb again, another little transition there. Be mindful of these coming into the finish. Left. Down this last little drop, right by pit 2. Again, the course is so fast and dry that there's really no need to pit unless you have a serious issue. We're about 300 meters from the finish line at this point. Have the last couple easy corners, a little slick here, but hold it wide on the outside. Now, if you're a bike length or two off the wheel, this is your last chance to get back on terms before the last corner and the sprint officially starts. Otherwise, this is really an all-out effort to the finish line. It bends left here. We're coming up on our last final turn to the right. It's kind of narrow, but it's all uphill to the finish. So we bend right here. We start to go back up and over the bridge. Start line, 100 meters to go. And that's the course. It's a very high-speed technical track that requires a lot of finesse and explosiveness and good position in the group. Keeping an eye out for all the quick transitions and the accordion effect. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Keep an eye out for more videos this season. I'm going to try and do pre-ride analysis regularly, as well as a couple of other projects. So thank you again. Take care. Stay healthy. Keep riding. And we'll catch you soon.